Hi, I'm Joey Duncan here at Maple Hardwoods. I'm the plant manager here in Hessel, Michigan. We're going to get a look today at a day in the life of a plant manager at a sawmill facility. So my main goal every day is just keep the plant on track and make sure production's where it needs to be. Giving my fellow employees any information they need to make sure that we're on track and doing things the right way. Quality is a big key. That's something I deal with every day as far as the boards go. Making sure thickness is right, making sure we're doing the right things for all of our customers, and safety is a huge thing in our mill. We always say there's no board worth sacrificing injury or anything like that for. So we work with MatSif pretty hands-on all the time with our Think Safety program. So those are things that I'm thinking about every day, watching to make sure guys are doing things the way they need to, and just helping everyone out, make sure we are doing what we need to do to get the job done every day. So a big part of my day is making sure the guys know what species we're cutting that day, who it's for, what the specifications of it are. If something changes, each customer is a little bit different, whether it be thickness or the grades that we can send depending on the species of wood. So just keeping those guys, everyone informed. All my coworkers, we all got to be on the same page. We're all working towards the same goal at the end of the day. And then coordinating with truckers, to make sure that we can ship the product out at the end of the day, which is a huge thing, and keeping trucks loaded and things. So interacting with everyone in the mill is a huge part of my day, and if I don't know what's going on, there's a good chance nobody else will know what's going on. So yeah, just basically giving them the information and the tools they need to do, and they all know what they're doing. They just got to know which direction to be headed towards. So. So the first process in the mill obviously starts with the logs, scaling, buying logs, forestry. Once the logs get here, we'll scale them or whatever we have to do, and then they'll enter the mill where they get put on the skid row to get put through the debarker, which the debarker rolls the logs. It's going to take all the bark, dirt, everything off of the log so that it's clean to run through the saw. From the debarker, it's going to go onto the head saw, which is a circle saw. The sawyer there is going to look to yield the log properly, put any defects or knots or anything he can up into the corners to make as many clear face boards as we can. He's going to square up all four sides to get it ready to be sent to the bandsaw. If we get a bigger size log, he is able to rip boards where need be. From there, it gets sent over to the resaw, which is a bandsaw. It has a thinner saw curve, so it makes for a lot faster production wise, and you're taking less sawdust with it, being that it's a band. It's going to go through the resaw, and the logs will go around, and when they come back, they're going to get yielded by our turner station, and all he's doing is looking for clear face cuttings. He's picking what board the resaw guy is going to take, so then it just keeps coming back around. He's going to make as many boards as he can until it gets down to a cant size, which is the core of the log, and then he'll send that all to the green chain. Meanwhile, the boards that he's taking, if they need edged, if they have wane along the side, the edger is going to take both sides off, or one side depending on where the wane is, to clean that board up, get rid of any wasted wood or any wane, to make it look good for the customer. And then it's going to come down to the trim saw, where he's taking both ends off, get rid of any excess rot or anything like that, and then it's going to fall onto the green chain, where our lumber inspector is going to grade it. He's going to put a dollar value on each board. He's picking what pile that board needs to go into, and our stackers are obviously separating each board into the piles that they need to be put into. And from there, once the bundles get done, they get banded up, shipped outside. Each load's individually labeled. They get loaded on trucks and sent to where they will become a finished product. And that's a big part of management, is is just being able to help out wherever needed. You know, if a guy doesn't show up to stack boards that day, I'll stack boards with the rest. There's no one job out there that's more important than the other. Every job has its purpose, and that's the great part about this industry, is it's just a team effort. You know, we all have our own roles, and if one piece of equipment isn't running right that day, then, you know, it could mess up the whole flow of the rest of the day, or you know, we may have to shut down to figure it out, because you can't just waste boards and make, you know, not a salvageable or usable item, I guess, if you will. So that's important. Is just quality is one of the most important things I deal with every day. Just making sure that the boards are coming out right, that the head saw is making square timbers, that sort of thing. And as the mill gets older, it only gets harder and harder to do to keep it running. It's just like anything else. So yeah, it's a challenge. It's what it is. So yeah, every day we're working together, coming together to try to accomplish the same goal. And the goal is to make as much lumber as we can that day and turn logs into lumber. So it's very important for me to work hands-on with everyone in there and everything, because, you know, I have to know what's going on as well as everyone else. And it's a very fun industry, but very challenging at times. But hopefully this gave you a good glimpse at what a day in the life of a sawmiller looks like. So thanks for watching. We appreciate it, and yeah.